Right. Today I am going to discuss about the simple sign. So here this is the simple sign. This is a simple sign inflorescence is also known as three-flowered cymos inflorescence. So here simple sign is also known as three-flowered cymos inflorescence. So what are the example for the simple cymos? Jasminum and bougainvillea. These two are examples for the simple cyme inflorescence. In a simple cyme inflorescence, three-flowered cymos inflorescence, three flowers are there. Example, jasminum, bougainvillea. So next, in a simple cyme is classified into basically three types of cymes are there. The first one is Monocacial Sign, second one is Dicacial Sign, third one is Helicoid sign. In Monocacial sign, again two types. The first one is helicoid, second one is scaphoid. So here what is a helicoid? Helicoid means here successive lateral branches are formed on the same side of the peduncle. Okay, so here helicoid means successive lateral branches are formed on the same side of the peduncle. See, so in this helicoid is one type of cymos, inflorescence. In cymos inflorescence, monocacial sign. In monocacial sign, here this is the peduncle. The peduncle is terminate with one flower. The peduncle is terminate with one flower. Again one flower bearing branch is formed in only one side. This is another one flower. Okay, now one flower bearing branch is formed at the axil of bract. Okay, now, so this is the bract. At the axil of bract, the axillary bud is there. From this axillary bud, again one flower is formed. From this one flower bearing branch, again one flower is formed here. Okay, now again one flower is formed. Like this arrangement is called helicoid pattern, helicoid succession. Here in this helicoid succession, successive lateral branches are formed on the same side. Same side means this is the main axis of the peduncle. From this main axis of peduncle, one flower is there. This flower is, from this flower again one branch flower is formed. Like this, that flowers are formed from the only one side, like this one side direction. So this is called helicoid pattern. So what is the example for the helicoid monocacial cyme? Hemilia is the example for the helicoid cyme. Hemilia. Okay, na? So this is the example. Next, scaphoid monocacial cyme. So in this scaphoid monocacial cyme, successive lateral branches are formed on the alternate sides in a zigzag manner. So here successive lateral branches are formed alternate sides in the zigzag manner means, so this is the peduncle, this is the peduncle. So this is the peduncle, the main axis of this peduncle. On this peduncle is terminate with flower. Again the lateral bearing branches are formed like this pattern. So here zigzag manner, one flower is formed at the left side like this, one flower is formed from here and one flower is formed here, again one flower is formed like this. Okay now. So that is the successive lateral branches are formed on the same side to the alternate sides in the zigzag manner. This is the main axis of the peduncle. On this main axis of the peduncle, this is a bract. Axil of bract is at the axil of bract one flower is formed. From this flower again one bract is there. One flower is formed like this side, and again one flower is formed like this opposite to the bract. So means like this zigzag manner of flowers are formed in the scaphoid manner. Okay na? So this is the scaphoid monocacial sign. In scaphoid monocacial sign, the flowers are formed to the zigzag manner. Okay na? So what is the example of the scaphoid monocacial sign? Example, that is the solanum. Solanum is the example for the monocacial scaphoid sign. So next one in a simple sign, that is dicacial sign. In dicacial sign, peduncle is terminate with flower. Peduncle is terminate with the flower. So this is the peduncle. So this peduncle is terminate with the flower. This is the flower. Okay. Next, two flowers bearing branches develop each time. So here each time means that is two flower bearing branches are formed. This is one flower branch and this is also one flower branch. Okay now. So peduncle is a terminate with flower. Two flowers bearing branches develops each time. So at the peduncle bract is there. In this bract, axil of bract one flower is formed from this side. Again other side one bract is formed. From this bract, axil of bract one flower is formed. So here two flower bearing branches develops at the each time. So this is the dicacial sign. In dicacial sign, how many flowers are there? How many flowers are there? Three flowers are there. This is one flower, this is second flower, this is the third flower. So three flowers are present in the dicacial sign. Okay. So this is the dicacial sign. Dicacial sign is what is the example of dicacial sign? What is the example of dicacial sign? That is the hypomia and clerodendron. So here dicacial sign example, hypomia and clerodendron. So these two are example for the dicacial sign. So here in dicacial sign, so each branch is again resembles the monocacial sign. Each branch is resembles the monocacial sign. So here total in dicacial sign, how many flowers are there? Total how many flowers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 flowers are there. In a dicacial cyme, 7 flowers are formed. So here 2 flower bearing branches develops each time. Okay na? So each branch of the dicacial cyme is resembles the monocacial cyme. So this is the dicacial cyme. In dicacial cyme, example hypomia and clerodendron. Okay. So next, polycacial cyme. In polycacial cyme, the peduncle is terminate with the flower and more than 2 flower bearing branches develops at each time. So this is the peduncle. This peduncle is end with the flower. Again, more than 2 flower bearing branches. This is the bract. At the axil of bract, the more than 2 flowers, two flower bearing branches are formed. Here, one flower is formed. Like this, many flowers are formed. Many flowers are formed from the axil of bract. Like this arrangement, inflorescence is called polycacial cyme. Polycacial cyme. Polycacial cyme is the peduncle is terminate with the flower and more than 2 flower bearing branches develop at the each time. From this is the peduncle. The peduncle is terminate with the flower. So again, more than 2 bearing branches flowers are formed at the axil of the bract. So this is the polycacial cyme. Polycacial cyme example, that is the polycacial example, that is a calotropis. Calotropis, this is the scientific name of the milkweed plant. Milkweed plant. So in calotropis you will observe polycacial cyme. In dicacial cyme, inflorescence is observed in the hypomia and clerodendron. And monocacial cyme scaphoid cyme is observed in the, that is the solanum, and monocacial helicoid cyme is observed in the hemilia. So this is the classification of the simple cyme. This is the classification of simple cyme. Okay, na? In a simple cyme, there are three types are there: monocacial cyme, dicacial cyme, polycacial cyme. In monocacial cyme, again 2 types: helicoid monocacial cyme, scaphoid monocacial cyme, dicacial cyme, and polycacial cyme. So this is the explanation about the simple cyme. Okay, na? So this is the flow chart about the simple cyme.